It's the bacon, egg, and cheese show with Lady Luck, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. It's the bacon, egg, and cheese show, and cheese show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the bacon, egg, and cheese show, and cheese show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Welcome to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. I am your host, Lady Luck.
I am Miss Lissa Al. How y'all doing?
I'm Babs Bunny, and First Lady of the Streets. Let's go, let's go.
And we got our special guest in the house today, Robyn Hood.
What's good?
Yo, Robyn, you look like money. You look like prosperity. Like, as they would say in church, you look prosperous.
Oh, thank you, homie. I appreciate that. You all do as well. We all getting this bread. Let's go.
Let's introduce you to everybody right quick. This is Brooklyn Babs Bunny, First Lady of the Streets, Queen of the Ring, #1 female battle league in the world. And she's a pop icon. Of course, we already know, making the band MTV every day. Babs raised us. This is media maven, media mogul, entrepreneur, genius, Miss Lissa. Okay.
It's entrepreneubian. I made that word too. Entrepreneubian. Shout out to all that out here killing the game. We love you. Welcome to the show.
So, Robyn, first while we get into it, a lot of people was like, yo, they're shocked to know that you making music. And not only you making music, but your music is dope. So what came first? The chicken and the egg? Were you acting first or were you rapping first?
You know what? I'll say I always had a love for music, but in terms of me like actually writing music, that came after I had already started acting. So it came actually when I came out of graduate school. I was finishing up a program, getting my MFA at Yale, doing the acting program there, a 3-year acting program. And then my first show was at the Public. So, I was ready, prepared. I had a lot of time on my hands, and I used to just listen to like instrumentals, like Swiss beats, just like dope tracks, and just like write the shit I wasn't hearing on the radio, So yeah, that was the birth of it. You know what I mean?
Fire.
So were you at the, hold up. Was your first show at the Public Theater in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work at the Public Theater. Shout out to the Public Theater.
Yes,
that's where I got my start. Yes, I worked at the Public Theater. That's where I got introduced to, all the great actors and actresses. So that's dope.
That's what's up. Cool.
Yeah.
Where you from? Because you're a star on The Shy, and we'll get to that. But where you from?
That's love. I grew up in Philadelphia.
Come in.
AKA Philadelphia, but we won't talk about it. But yeah, I grew up in Philly.
How'd you get into acting?
Actually, you know what? I was inspired by seeing Jada Pinkett, actually. Jada was on a run and was making all of these like films, and I was just like a kid, and I was like looking up at the screen like, yo, I actually saw a film with my mom, and I was like, I think that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Your mom out 30 Shame, because I was just watching that. That's one of my favorite tales. Like
exactly, Jada sweatsuit. Yo, I was so inspired. You know what I mean? From head to toe, she was gangster. So
yeah, I love that movie. I was just showing my that. But so what were you studying in school before you started doing the music? You said you were getting MFA.
Yeah, so I was getting my Master's of Fine Arts at Yale School of Drama in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay. You a master?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So
what would you say was the biggest difficulty? Did you ever like experience like any biasness, or was the academic like was it just hard to be in the school? Like what was the biggest difficulty for attempting to get that?
I mean, as you all know, we have to be the best and beyond the best at every single thing that we do, you know, to get ahead, you know, especially like within the industries that we operate in. So graduate school, you know, Yale, nonetheless, is not going to be any different. You know, I was one of 15 students, period, within the program. And so within the acting program, and like, you know, just, you know, I was one of just two, you know, women of color within my class, and just like 4 people, you know, of color within that 15. So, you know, it was, you don't feel like you have a huge support system, but I was able to just take every single thing that I received, and like, you know, just growing up in the hood, you take the negative and you make it positive, you know what I mean? Like, you just figure out a way to utilize it to the best of your ability to, you know, make it make sense. So, I mean, I enjoyed like the program. Of course, there's always going to be like, you know, those little trials and tribulations that you have to go through, but, you know, made me a hell of a lot stronger. I'm super grateful for it. You know what I mean? So definitely, you know.
How do you feel about actors that didn't go to school for acting? Do you feel like it's a must, like you need to go to school in order to be a great actor?
I think that you need to hone your skills. And so whether that means you're in some type of a workshop program, you're working with a coach, you're in a training program that's a 3-year, you know, at an institution or something of that nature, you need to hone your skills in some way, shape, or form. And you have to do that on and off camera, period. When you're doing it on camera, of course, you're sharpening those tools. You're right in the moment, you know, and so you're able to do that right then and there. But then there's certain things that you want to be able to like work on, you know, practice outside of, you know, you actually being on set, because you want to be bringing your A game. You know, the work needs that already have been done. It's time to like, you know, show up and show out. You can't be getting there trying to figure out like how the hell, like, no, you need to be able to tap in. And so training provides you with skills, you know, and so, you know, you have different tools like for your toolbox. And then when you're on set, you know, oh, I can grab for this, I can reach for that, and you're ready to go. You know, you're not just trying to like figure out and like, you know, just rely on like emotions, because it's not all about that.
Have you
Please.
Oh, sorry. Have you ever did a role like you're on set and they like action, you get into your character, but you don't feel like you did as good as you could have, but they feel like you did? Did you ever like
You know what? It's crazy. I always feel like I do my best, but I always feel like regardless of how great it was for them or for me, I'm always like, damn, what could I have done better? You know what I mean? But that's just me. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. You know, I'm a Libra. So
I'm a
Leo,
Libra too, Libra
let's
gang.
go.
So did you ever stop them and be like, no, let me do it over?
Absolutely. I mean, there's certain, like, sometimes you don't want to like affect the mood, you know, if we're already in a groove, you know, you want to just talk and listen. That's my job. I'm a modern day griot, you know, I'm here to tell stories. Same thing, you know, as an MC, that's what we do. But in those moments, I'm there to serve my partner. I'm there to serve the story. You know, I'm there to serve this character that I'm portraying. So in that moment, I just need to be in it completely. And then if after the take is finished, I'm like, ooh, can I just hit it one more time? Hopefully the director, you know, they're cool with it. You know, I try to one take Jane it, but you know, if we got a 2, 3, you know, whatever we have to do to get it. I'm like I said, I want to make sure that it's just the best, you know, to tell the story. Like that's the whole point, you know, of my job. So, you know, I want to give it everything that I have, 100%.
So I noticed that you've been in the game since 2005 when I went and did my research. Big fan as of right now. And one of the things I know is you did voiceovers. So is that different? Acting, is it easier? Like, how is it to do voiceovers opposed to being on set? I mean, besides makeup and all that.
Yeah. Well, voiceovers, you know, I could come just like this, you know. Sometimes they put equipment on you. It depends on what you're doing. Like if you're doing a voiceover for like a video game, they might want you to do certain movements and they have to put like these headpieces on you and, you know, get like your facial reactions. So that's really dope. But then I would say that one of the biggest differences is that you can really play with like your voice in a lot of different ways and bring different characters to life that you might not normally be able to, receive like those particular roles, like on screen. So when you're in a video game, or, if you're playing like a cartoon character, that character could be, purple. That character can be, green and have like orange eyes, or, something like that. And you can bring life to that person and make it, very human. So in that way, it's different. It's very intimate because it's usually just yourself. You're in the booth, kind of like, when you're with the, spitting bars, you with the engineers, it's you, so it's very intimate, in that type of way. And then you have the script right in front of you. So, when you're on set, them lines need to be memorized, it's go time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're, what I mean, when you're in the booth, if you're, doing voiceovers and everything, you're going to have the script right there. A lot of times you'll have the images on the screen, so you'll see the character, like, as you're, like saying the lines and everything. So it's hella dope. It's hella dope. And, we could talk about multiple streams of income, and that's definitely one right there. So,
Yeah. I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Now let me ask you this.
Please,
okay.
sis.
How does it feel? I mean, not how does it feel, but have you ever been on set with somebody that you felt was like in the game longer than you, that had more experience than you? And did you feel like intimidated? And the reason why I'm asking you this, because I did a movie, and I had to work with an actor that, had way more, they was in the game,
Experience,
way more,
absolutely.
I'm new. Yes, I'm new, but I practiced my lines. I knew, like, I had, days, like, just in the house practicing. And then when I got on set, it was like he had a completely different vision. And I was kind of nervous to be like, nah, my dude, like, that shit is whack. My shit is fire.
This was fire right here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was kind of nervous because I'm like, well, maybe, I should be a sponge and, and listen to what he's saying. But then after I filmed, and then, one of the producers on the film was like, why didn't you do X, Y, and Z? And I was like, I knew I should have did it.
Yeah,
So,
you know what? I would say the biggest thing is you have to trust your instincts. God gave us instincts for a reason. And so when you're on stage, when you're on set, when you're picking out your outfit for the day, you got to trust your instincts. You know what I mean? It's like, let me go with that. And sometimes, absolutely, if you're working with somebody that has done this much longer than you, I think absolutely you be a sponge. Soak all of that shit up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let's go. That's it. Especially if they've had a successful career, because what they've done thus far has been working for them. That's just common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also, you have to be in the moment, though. So regardless of how much training you have, I don't care. It doesn't matter what school you've gone to, haven't gone to, whatever. When you're in that moment, you need to be in the moment. And so what we have to do is throw the ball. You got to pass it. I got to receive it. We're going to, toss it back and forth and keep the ball in the air. So if I'm really tuned in to what's going on, we're going to create some magic right here, simply because of the fact that we're both breathing and believing in this moment, and we're present. I'm not thinking about, who just hit me on the gram, like, you know what I mean? Or what's, what else is going on? What Gucci bag do I want this week? Like, I'm I'm in it. I'm focused, so when that happens, then you're going to create life. You're not pretending anymore. You're just in it 100%. And so the camera could be on us right now as it is. It's like, we're just here. Nobody's trying to do anything. You're just right here. You're taking what I'm saying, vice versa. So so, be a sponge, but for sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So you're my LGBTQ TMNLLP plus hero, right?
right.
So I mean,
WWF.
Yeah, WWF. The shot is popping right now, and I had put my mom onto the show, and one of the episodes that really blew her mind is when you wore the strap on the show.
That was my first episode, yo. That was
Go
my
get the strap.
That was my introduction to the show. That was crazy. Yeah.
So I mean, was that weird for you? I mean, or how did that feel?
Hell yeah. Let me tell you. Listen, let me tell you. Like I said, when you're in the moment, this is a perfect example. All of the training that I've had, I trained. I went to Yale. I went to University of Arts in Philadelphia. You know, I went to BADA, you know, at Oxford. Nothing trained me for what I needed to do when it was time to put a strap on, and it was my first day of work. I didn't know what they wanted. You know, when I auditioned, all I knew is that they said it might be partial nudity. You know, so you don't really know what that means. And so I thought the role was really dope. And so I wanted to just bring life to this character. And so you take that in. It's like, okay, you know, what does that mean? I knew she was going to be getting married. So what does that mean? Okay, we're going to consummate the marriage. Can we do it? And it's beautiful, you know what I mean? And it's not like something, you know what I mean? Like crazy. So of course you show up. The director has in mind what they see. The producers, the writers, they have in mind what they see. You just showing up like, you know,
So you didn't
hungry for the opportunity.
You didn't know.
Hell no, I didn't know. I didn't know till I got there. I got it that day. They flew me into Chicago. So, you know, I live in LA. I got it that day.
That day, like you had to learn all your lines and everything in that moment?
Well, the lines I knew, but in terms of any equipment, meeting the lovely actress who plays my wife in the show, Tyler Abercrombie, I didn't know who Tyler was. Like, you know, you're meeting everybody, and it's like, okay, here we go, and go.
So
Cleo 2.50.
But like Wesley Snipes makes women sign, well, whoever he's acting with to do the sex scene, they sign a waiver because they have to literally have actual sex. So
What?
was there any like real, other than like the kissing, was there any actual engagement happening in the scene?
No. You don't actually have sex. It's all simulation. Like you're showing basically what could look like you actually having sex. So you're protected. You know, there's some of us have padding on in certain areas. Sometimes they only show certain parts of your, you know, body parts. That's something that you have to agree upon, you know, with your team and what you're comfortable with. Some people are just comfortable, like, yo, boom, let's go. If that's what you are comfortable with, 100%. Also, we have an intimacy, you know, coordinator. And so this is a person who you speak with, you know, prior to about what you're comfortable with, what you feel safe with, what you don't feel safe with. Because everybody ain't safe with the same, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to make sure that we understand what are the parameters, you know, and then make sure that we're telling the truth of the text. So if we're making love, we got to look like we're making love. You can't look like, fuck, I don't know what the hell. I don't really want to. You look like you're trying to leave. You know, you got to really be in it, you know, so.
Still have that kind of passion and, you know, be so into the scene if you were not
absolutely
attracted to your counterpart. Like if she was like kind of ugly, would you still be able to like lock in and act like you was having that?
You have to. That's what it is. That's what's on the page. You feel me? My job is
that sometimes for some of the girls. I be like, oh, child.
My job.
A little extra, but they ugly.
My job is to communicate the truth of the text. Period. If the text says that you are in love with this particular person, male, female, black, white, Latino, Asian, whatever, this is what the story says. So if I'm committed to the role, I got to be committed to playing this part. The part says this. Now, if I can't handle that, or if I don't want that, then I need to keep it pumping.
Do you ever think about your parents or your grandmother or somebody?
Hell yeah. Of course.
Like, and how did you like give them a conversation beforehand? Like, Mom, I have the strap scene. yourselves, because even me, I do stand-up comedy, and I'm very like I don't do certain jokes because I'm always thinking about like, what if my mom or my dad decide to come to a show? So it's like, how did you prepare your family for your debut episode?
You know what? It was crazy because I was like, this is what it is. I mean, you know, for some people that have been riding with me for a minute, that have seen me do theater productions, that have seen me, you know, do other film and TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, you funny. You know, some of those individuals, they know I go hard, you know, for what I do. And so
You go hard.
You go hard.
hard.
You go hard. You're using all the right words. You heard?
why didn't you tell me, Luck, it was gonna be like this? You gotta give me a warning.
Let me just give you a heads up. First of all, it's Freaky Friday.
Heads up.
Okay.
Egg and cheese show. So we you giving your flowers, and also we getting the hot topics. And I hopefully we could play Mumble Rap today. If we play Mumble Rap, you'll be my partner. But
okay,
really quick question. So when I know that when we go to video shoots, they have the stylist there. They give us like different outfits, so we could choose the outfit. Did you get the strap, or they just is like, this is the strap that you're gonna use?
Did they let you pick? Did you have a choice?
You know what? It was a little bit of a combination, because, like I said, they had in their mind what they wanted. So in terms of like color, you know, they wanted something that was like,
it was a big black strap.
You're like, I put my own in my bag. I'd rather use this one.
At the same time, I think they wanted to be realistic. What do they actually use? You know, at the same time, I think it's probably, you know, it's brand new. It's like, hey, you know, we're gonna do this thing, and you know, so I was able to kind of say, you know, let me roll with this one, roll with that one. But I didn't have a lot of choices. But yeah,
they would have been mad at me, because some of my stylists, they get mad at me because I take the sunglasses off the set. I definitely would. This is a brand new strap too. It's coming home with me.
Nah, I was like, I'm good. Y'all got that. Y'all got that.
It's mine.
Again, you gotta leave it at least until the end of the season, because she's gonna have to. That's her counterpart.
You might have to use it again.
Going with the flow. And I just wanted to know, like, when you're in certain scenes, how many times or how often do you go off script, or do they kind of like shy away from that on the shy? Like, no, stay on script, like, don't go off the line.
Yeah. I mean, for the majority of the shows that I've worked on, for the most part, they want you to respect the script, you know, pretty much know the text verbatim. At the same time, like I said, I go hard for this. So if there's something that doesn't seem truthful, you know, to the character, I will definitely go up to the writer and say, hey, you know, it feels a little different in my mouth. Can I, you know, say it like this?
In my mouth.
It feels different in your mouth?
Hey, yo.
What it feels like in that mouth? Give me see. What it feel like in that mouth?
Y'all are tripping. But you know how you say certain things, you know, and so you just want to make it honest. I have this little acronym that I use. It's called HOT, honest, open, and truthful. And so I try to apply that, you know, to my business, you know, professional and personal, you know, like my situations. And so, you know, in terms of that, you know, you just want to make sure that you know, if they're really like, no, I really want to say it this way, sometimes they'll say, let's get it our way, let's get it your way, and then we have an option. So, you know, if they're really fighting for it, I'm like, it's all good. I'll say what you wrote, you know, I'm not tripping, but I just wanted to be honest.
Now, I see that you're about to work on Power. So, are you allowed?
I'm working on Power. I'm working on Power.
I'm working on. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm currently shooting.
I'm tuned in. Hey, because it's a two-part question. So, one, if you could tell us a little bit about what your role is on there, what's going on,
Absolutely.
Job. And then my next question is, how it feel to be on, nigga? Because now, you know what I'm saying? You in the supermarket, they know who you are now. You know, you've been working so hard. So that's my two-part question, because I know, you know, for working so hard and then finally you in the door, and I know that after this Power role, you know, I'm glad I got you while you're hot, because you about to get on fire.
I know, right?
So you already know. We locked in.
So tell us what you can, and then, you know, tell us about, nigga, I'm on now.
Absolutely. So, you know, if you've had the opportunity to tune in to Power Book 4, Force, it focuses on Tommy Egan. And so, you know, I actually was introduced in the finale episode as AUSA Stacey Marks. And so that was the assistant U.S. attorney, Stacey Marks. And so basically, I'm just finding out about who he is, who are all of these different characters that he's affiliated with and everything. So here we go. They come back around to me. They offer me a series regular. you know, to come back in for season 2. Yeah, because I was just a guest star. I was like, I had like a couple of lines. The audition was crazy. You know, I had a bunch of scenes, but then I get there and I'm like, that's all y'all want me to say? You know, so, you know, came in, knocked that out. And then basically, so I come back, I'm playing an attorney. And so now I'm straight up, you know, the U.S. attorney. You know, so I'm no longer the assistant. Your girl was promoted.
Hey, you done pushed the other bitch off the ladder, got the
You know what
job.
I mean?
Yes, get up out of here.
Gotta go, girl. You got to go.
You gotta go, mommy. You gotta go. So
Kelly Michelle
yeah.
is time Beyonce. You go, Beyonce.
Right,
Do you work with any up and coming actors or actresses? Like, do you help, you know, students basically?
You know, sometimes I'll do one-on-ones. Like, let's say if there's like somebody who's aspiring to want to go into like a graduate, you know, program, or if they have an audition, you know, I you know, run out my services, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
For those who would like to utilize them. But definitely, I feel like, you know, that's another just great way to give back, you know, pass over those gems, you know, that you've received, you know, along the years. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need a little bit of coaching myself. I did a movie that Luck finds to be one of the funniest movies that she ever seen.
Okay. I bet. I'm not even surprised.
Film. She was in a horror film with Marcus from Moesha and a couple other people. The horror film. It is the funniest thing I have ever seen. And I'm talking about in living color. I'm talking about Saturday Night Live, whatever. This movie right here. To hear back screaming, yo, y'all gotta go watch the movie called it's on back straight from Brooklyn in the middle of the country. Yeah, I don't want to get a movie away, but I was crying.
Yo,
I gotta tune in.
A scary movie. It was like Scary Movie. Like back to the role on Power. Well, two things. First of all,
I didn't. My question, y'all just hopped on in.
The two things I was going to go back to the how did you feel question that you just asked.
Your glasses, diamonds. I see it. Go ahead.
Can you answer Luck's question, please?
Okay.
No, they be against me. Both of them.
No, we not.
So I play this attorney, and
How do you feel now that you on, people recognizing you, the bag is different. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
When you in the club, the bitches is on you.
Hey,
the bitches is on you in the club.
Everything is working. Everything is working. It feels fantastic. I mean, the love is fantastic, you know, and from being on the Shy just for the last 3 seasons, like I can't really go anywhere in Chicago without, you know, somebody being like, Dre, you know, so it's love, you know. I have family that lives in Chicago, so it's like, it's love for them to just, you know, see the billboards and, you know, all of that stuff, and to just know, like, yeah, you know, so now to be on 2 shows, because Power shoots in Chicago as well.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that crazy?
Look at that.
Yeah, so I've been in Chicago since.
Pizza? Ain't that Chicago style pizza? You have a lot of deep dish?
Yeah. I've been trying to, you know, stay away from it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, the camera already puts 15 on you, so you got to make sure.
Chicago pizza is trash. New York City has the best pizza.
Hold up.
Let me put that out there right now. NYC got the best pizza, hands down. I don't care about no deep dish, nothing. Okay,
she's spoken. That's
deep
it.
Trash. That is deep trash. Okay, with pepperoni on it.
Are you anyone that's from the Chicago area? The opinion that you just heard is just that of Babs Bunny, and not the entire Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show. Please do not attempt to cancel us. Allow us to keep playing.
You need a knife and a fork to eat pizza in Chicago. That's not pizza. You can't walk down the street. You need a bed. They gotta tuck in a whole thing for you to eat your pizza.
I can't.
Are you single?
I can't. No, I'm not.
So how is it? Because I know my girlfriend is crazy. Like, so how is it at home? Like when your girlfriend notices that you have to be in a relationship on TV? Because you guys are truly believable. Like when I watch,
yeah.
So how?
You know, she's an actress as well, actually. So she gets it. Yeah.
Who?
So,
She gets it.
being that you are also a
She gets
beautiful,
it.
would you be as comfortable having a sex scene with a man?
Absolutely, because like I said, you know, it's really whatever the character, whatever is needed for the character. Period.
Right.
So, and you'll see, like my character on Power is totally different from my character on The Shy. So I think a lot of people are going to be like, "What the hell?" You know, like, but it's beautiful because I believe in versatility. I believe that we are not all the same with the same people. We switch it up. We're different. You know what I mean? And so that's the beauty of just being you, of being unique, you know, and being a human being. You know
Right.
what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be
So what
really
about
interesting to see how
so
people receive Stacey Marks. Yeah.
yeah? So what about straight men that's
Hmm.
that has sex scenes, gay sex scenes? Like I don't know, like with men out here that do these real gay sex
Are
scenes,
you speaking about something in particular? Are you speaking
they
about something
have
in
then
particular?
they have a
Talk about
wife.
how
No, you put in your tongue and you kiss in tongue, and then you
Okay, listen,
got a wife.
listen. I'm gonna just tell you right now. Alphonse is one of my closest friends. Okay, so he goes hard the same way that I do, and so
so
I mean,
hard, hard.
I'm gonna just tell you, like that's my dude. You know what I mean? There's not too many people that I'm close to in this industry. We're so cool. It's like if I pop in, you know, to LA, he's one of the people I call like, yo, slide through. You know, we kick it, you know, smoke a J, chill, rap about what the situation is, you know, like that's my dude. So I understand what it is. Coming
I
into
don't
these
know why
types
is
of
it like a double standard. That's so weird because you will see a straight woman could do a sex scene with another woman and
exactly,
nobody would think nothing of it.
exactly,
But then when
exactly.
it's a man and then you find out he got a wife, you like, you straight?
Because
And
I
then
mean, you know what? It's just in general. Because like I got a lot of hate even coming into doing like The Shy, like with Dre. People very skeptical about my character, you know, and so that was disheartening because it's like, oh, is this because this is somebody from the LGBT, you know, like QIA community? Are you automatically thinking, oh, she's this angry black woman? Like, what's her agenda? What's the situation? Are you just receiving her for who she is? And so I think when we take and we strip all of that away and we just receive people for who they are, it's like, oh, okay. Well, you're just a real person playing a person. It's fiction, but you still have to be completely honest in who you're playing. You know, and if like I said, if you can't handle that, then that's not the role for you. You got to move over and let that other man get that part, or let that other, you know, young lady get that role. So,
I
I
mean,
mean, I think
if a comedian could put on a dress and act like a woman, and it's okay with that. Like I don't know, that's a whole
Well,
other
even
subject
I mean,
because I
I,
always
happy
yeah
about. She wanted to know how come, like she was even. It was like a little thing on A&E about comedians called "The Right to Offend," and she questioned like, why do they have so many roles where they put male comedians and female attire when they could just hire a female comedian? So Tiffany Haddish felt slighted about that. So it's not everyone
yeah.
not comfortable with that.
But I wanted to know why I never seen a woman dress up like a man in a comedy and get a lead role.
You know
I don't.
what? Let me just say this. I think that men are able to just do a lot of things that women are just not allowed to do. I think that there are certain things that are accepted in a way when it comes to men, like they're able to kind of break down those barriers in a way that women aren't. And in that way, it's a little disheartening too, because it's like, oh, okay, well, like you said, we can see all of these male comedians being successful, but we wouldn't see a Mrs. Doubtfire, you
Yeah,
know,
or
and it's
a
like
Mr.
reverse, which would be
Yeah,
dope as
or
hell, actually,
yes,
now that I'm
or
thinking
I'm
Miss.
about
about
it.
to
Like
say
remember
y'all
Big
dropping
Mama?
gems.
Yo,
That
we need.
I
But
got a whole.
see, this is the
Let me
thing.
call my team.
Hello,
Hold up.
I'm on the
Let me.
team though. Don't kick me off the team. I'm part of the team. So listen,
But you
just
know,
like they did Big Mama's house. Imagine if that was a
They do Big
female.
Daddy House.
Big Daddy's house, exactly. That would have
yeah,
been
and I think you
fire.
know, it's like budgeting. You know, unfortunately, we have to. I feel like support more female comedians. You know, like Mrs. Pat. You know what I mean? Some of these, you know, comedians that are coming out with their shows now, they were just recently nominated for an Emmy. Like, I think they also have to want to be interested in that type of material, you know? So that's the other thing. We can sit and dream, you know, as audience members and say, oh, dang, that would be dope. But they also have to want to do it as well. They have to be thinking about these ideas as well. What kind of roles would they like to play? You know, what kind of barriers do they want to break down? And then we just got to fucking go for that shit. Like,
I don't think Raven-Symoné gets enough recognition for that type of stuff, because on her show, although it was on the Disney Channel and although she was younger, she did a lot of that. Like, she did a lot of just different roles and characters, and she was a big woman, and she would do male characters. So somebody that does deserve acknowledgement and is very talented. Raven-Symoné did a lot of things like that, and it was, I feel like she was, like, you know, ahead of her time, and now she's best life and doing other things and not thinking about that. But That's So Raven was like one of those shows where she did that. She dressed up as a guy, girl, white woman, black woman, old man. Like, she did a lot of different roles.
Yeah, it needs to be put more in the forefront. Just like even like the drag, like RuPaul's Drag Race. You know they got drag kings out here. I've been to some of their shows. Yeah, I've been to some drag king shows. So,
but you see what I'm saying? I feel like they, like, men get this opportunity to come forward with that. With women, it's just like with the rap game. It's like, you know, you got talented ass MCs out here. It's the same thing with the WNBA versus the NBA. The pay scale. I mean, we could go on and on. You know what I mean? This is not even just within the industry. This is like across the board. You know what I mean? So,
well,
but back to Raven. I just wanted to say real quick. Coming into the game as very little, she wasn't able to go into all of these programs and have all this training. So that's a perfect example of somebody who was like, learn those lines, but was in the moment, was present, was picking up from those older individuals that had been doing this and being a sponge, you know. So being a people watcher for years, you can switch it up and do all different types of things, you know, because you've been being, you know, hella observant. So anyway, just tying those little points together.
I just ask you about her role.
I was into drag queens DMs when I was single because they're looking good out here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. I was like, hey, what's up? You want to go on the date? And she was like, Lady Luck, is it okay that I'm trans? I said, we'll figure the science out later. You fine.
We'll be in the moment later.
Fine as hell. I don't know what I'm going to tell my mama. Look, mama, I really ain't gay. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Freaking Friday.
She comes with her own. Now, when you are preparing for your roles, like you said, these two characters are two different people. So is there somebody that you, like, you know, think about, or, you know, for each character, like, who is, like, your, you know, key person, or somebody that maybe you know, like, idolize, or for that character? Like, is there someone for your role on Power and on your role for The Chi?
Not necessarily. I mean, I try to take what the writers initially give you. They give you like a breakdown of what they see for this particular character. For Dre, you know, they wanted young stud, you know, down to earth, was able to like really level with the kids, not somebody that was like way older, you know, than them, you know, but at the same time definitely was able to be an authoritative, you know, figure, and somebody that there was an age gap and there would be respect there. But then there's a little bit of the age gap between myself and the wife. So, you know, it's like having that balance. They wanted somebody that could have that energy and have that balance. So, you know, trying to portray that, you know, being able to be serious, but be funny with them, and, you know, like that kind of a thing, earning their respect. And so, yeah, you know what I mean? They said she was real kind of fly, you know, outfit wise, you know, it's Lena Waithe. So, you know, they keep me crispy, you know, making sure the outfits are on point. Shout out to Mercedes Cook, you know, who does the wardrobe for the show. And so it was just those types of things, you know. She wears a Rolex. She always has cash on her. You know, then we start to find out she's actually a licensed therapist. Because at first you're like, well, what's her job description? You know, so when you start to learn more things about the character, the longer you stick around. You know, I was only signed on, for like 5 episodes initially. And so they continued to write me in because, you know, they were rocking with the kids. So.
You do that everywhere you pull up. You was supposed to just come on Power for 5 minutes, and they say we writing you in. You on The Chi. You know, they're not inviting you in, so you about to conquer a whole bunch of stuff. Shout out to Lena Wave.
That's what Libras. Let me tell you what Libras do, right? We step on the scene. We step on the scene, and they be like, "Yo, we need you. We need you back here. We the need you people.
They
we
throw
the
you.
need
They throw you in the
people.
water, and you start backstroking. That's it.
There you go.
Know? You're
That's
like, I got
it.
you. I got you.
Here we
Yeah, of course.
We was talking about that this morning. Y'all are also very, very territorial people. Like y'all just want
Oh, okay.
everybody
You just gonna put that out there like that? You just gonna throw that out there like that in front of everybody?
I am very much so. Luck knows I am territorial. Yes. So anything that I love, like yes, I'm all for that. Yeah, that's for me.
Oh,
like Luck
I
knows.
agree.
She tells my other friends that she's my friend. She's like, I'm Luck's real friend, and that these people I've known since I was a child. Well, here on the and shout out to your album Alter Ego. Everybody in Q, a couple people that, you know, besides you being an incredible actor, you know, you also are a dope MC, and we working on placements and stuff together.
Yo, and music placement on the Shy. I got 2 joints on season 4. I got some music coming season 5. You know, we in discussions, you know what I'm saying? Some other stuff, you know, with power. So, you know, I'm just utilizing all my talents.
Okay, we ain't gonna get into that. Yo, so here on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, we dish the dirt. Miss Lissa says it the best, and serve it to you raw. But we also like to play games. So I didn't know if you wanted to stick around with us as we jump into the latest topics, and hopefully we could just do a quick mumble rap thing. We could break it down. You'd be on my team because they're both haters.
Okay.
So
okay. Why not?
Anybody that announces that they're haters is probably the biggest hater in the room.
No,
Never have heard me or Babs ever say anything about haters. It's always you, baby.
And let me tell you something, Robyn.
Maybe the hater is in your mirror.
Yes, Robyn, let me tell you who's the real hater. Let me tell you who's the real hater, Robyn, because she sat up here and congratulated you the whole time and then told you, you're winning. Now join the losers team, because she's an effing loser. She's a loser, okay? So she's the real hater here.
I can't.
So, Robyn, how you play the game is this. I have to sing a song for you. It could be a rap song, any type of song, any song, because they have cheated and sang the alphabet. So basically, the only rule to the game, unless Miss Lissa changes it because she made the game, is you shout out to say any words. You can't say any words. You can only mumble. So they're going to give you an example of how they cheat right now. And then
please.
The game.
Please. Let me get that example.
We're going to get, what are you saying?
What are you even saying, loser?
Before we go into the sample, make sure you are following the BEC Show on Instagram. And after the show, lock in on our YouTube channel. We need those subscribers to go all the way up, baby. So, yes, we are going to take turns mumbling songs. We're going to give you a sample song right now, just so you can get an idea of how the game works. You should mumble the song since that's your partner.
Can y'all please give an example like y'all do every game?
Okay, and then let me think.
Make it cry. I apologize a million times.
Okay, Miss Jackson.
Woo.
Okay.
And that's how the game goes. So you can mumble, you can hum, you can do anything but say actual words, and then your partner has to guess the song. There is no do-overs. You can't say, "Oh, I can't hear you, can't do it again." None of that stuff. Okay, Lady Luck?
Yelling and
okay.
That's why they say no do-overs. All right,
no, baby, because
I'm ready. Who picks the song? We pick the song.
No, we
got to mumble a song.
I'm gonna go first, and you guess. Then they go and cheat, and then it's your go, and then I guess the song. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Huh.
That's a roll.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bull,
Thank
second
you.
grade.
Thank you.
All right, one. You ready, Luck? You ready, Babs?
Let's go, Lissa.
Hey,
We're going downtown, baby. I'm feeling it ain't over 3 people, baby. Pop, ready to let it go.
All right.
And I didn't even do the hook. And she still got it. And I didn't even do the hook.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like.
No. Oh, no. That was words.
No,
You're out of here.
Come out.
You're out of here.
Come out. You said stop. She didn't say
And
nothing.
she stopped as I was telling her to stop. She hit us with words. We sorry. We so sorry.
No.
So
So first time
sorry.
playing. This is why I said they be cheating. What up, Nick?
How we cheating, sis? I was trying to help her because she thought I felt
the
what
point
was
is us. I don't like niggas. I don't like bitches. I don't like nobody.
Don't like nobody. Exactly.
You ain't getting no points either.
I didn't even know what that shit was, and that's one of her favorite songs. She was lost in the sauce.
No points for you.
We got the point.
I was on it.
We got the point.
Let's go.
We
No,
got.
y'all
I got time today.
I ain't got no points yet.
Listen, look, listen, they always cheat and we still win. Let's go.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay.
All right.
In the pantry.
Wow.
The
Okay.
second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me one piece and a partridge in a pantry.
We outside with it.
That's what we doing. Okay.
That's what we're doing. She ain't say no word.
All right, you ready? Okay, here we go.
I will always love you, Whitney Houston.
There we go. We won, nigga.
Y'all cheated. Y'all don't have that last point, but because we love Robin Hood, y'all definitely robbed us game. You robbed the game just now. Gave it to your partner. You doing more than Robin Hoods, okay? You robbing more than Hoods. You heard? You robbing more than you heard?
I'm coming for the bags like they ops.
Right now, before we do get into topics, when now you said you started doing
We
music.
getting into topic?
That's what Buck said, but I wanted to talk her to Robin Hood about her music because he got so much into the acting. So, you said you were making music that you're not hearing on the radio. So clearly you're not talking about no thought bars. So the studio, what is your creative process?
Yeah. So honestly, one of the things that I do like first thing in the morning is I just get up and I write. It's crazy. Like I feel like the bars are just coming from, something that's greater than me. I don't really have like writing sessions. I'm not like, okay, I'm gonna go to the studio and write. It comes in my mind and I have to like write it down. That's why I got 2 phones. So, I'm just always constantly jotting, listening to different beats and everything. So, my process is a lot of time, like I'll get a beat, that beat inspires maybe like a theme, or maybe that producer might say, oh, this is what the name of that beat is. Sometimes it'll come with a name. And so, it's like, you ride out to it. It's like, oh, okay, this is what I'm getting from it. You rock out with it. Sometimes you're collabing. They already have a thought process in terms of what they want the song to be. So you vibe in, with that. For instance, my track Vibing, featuring Scotty ATL. It was that same sort of idea. Like I got a beat, from one of my producers, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is what this is giving me. I hit Scotty up, and he just seemed like the perfect voice to go over this beat, and so he just came and just killed it with that, like that accent. Like I was like, oof, it was beautiful. So y'all gotta definitely check that out, Vibing, featuring Scotty ATL. But yeah, he just came in the studio and we were just rocking out, you know what I mean? And boom, he wrote the verse like right there in the studio. We laid it down that night. Yeah.
Fire.
That's what's up. I would love to do some music with you. Also,
Let's
I have
go.
the #1 female battle league in the world, which is Queen of the Ring. You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying? Yes,
Come on.
definitely. And also I'm doing a adult prom / battle event in October. I know
Oh.
you're a busy lady, but I'm gonna hit
Oh.
you up. There you go. I'm gonna hit you up to see, if you're available, because I would love for you to come. I don't know if you even been to prom, but I haven't been. And so for
No, I
me
have
to
not.
this is what I'm saying. So for me to experience it now as an adult, this is gonna be dope. So it's gonna be a night
I
to
mean, I've been
remember.
to prom in high school, but you're saying prom in terms of
Yes, as an adult, but I didn't go to
oh.
my high school. I didn't go to my high
Got
school
you.
prom.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
go to my high school prom. Yes,
Okay.
and so it's gonna be a lit situation, but I'll fill you in. I will
Wow,
hit
that's
you
what's
up.
up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
I
speaking
appreciate
Definitely.
you
of
thinking of me. That's what's up.
today's chit chat topic is relationships and how much should you share in your relationship. And speaking of lit, you can't be lit without gas. And this woman ended up in a wheelchair because she was holding in her farts around her boyfriend. So our relationship topic, our chit chat topic today is: should you overshare in your relationship? Like, should you fart around your spouse
No.
or girlfriend, your boyfriend? Should you let them see you without your wig on? Should you cough in their face when you got the morning breath? Should they be able to see you take a doo-doo? Like, how much should you share or hold back?
Robyn,
When you
Listen,
are
I
in a
think
relationship?
Robyn, you
can
got
I'm
minutes? You got a
you
couple
said
minutes for our chit chat?
most
Yeah, she's
definitely.
not over
Most
yet. So
definitely. I'm ready to speak on this.
Hey,
I'm ready
Vita.
to speak.
Shout out Vita.
So I feel what's good, Vita. So I think you have to have a little bit of balance. Obviously, if you're sharing a space with your partner, sometimes things, happen. But if you can slide to the next room real quick or jump on the balcony, you know what I'm saying? If you I think you should do that. Sometimes things happen, it's like, okay, but don't make a habit of it. I'm a teeth brusher. Like first thing in the morning I get up, I go do my thing before I come and I get up in your face. That's just me out of respect, because I know what happens overnight. And I don't really want to hit nobody with my dragon breath. So I'm gonna go and get it together and hope you reciprocate,
My girl, she was straight, that's what I was into. So I had to tell her, girl, you're in a lesbian relationship now. You could be more comfortable. Because when she used to at night, and she would wake up with her earrings still on, makeup, lashes. I said, girl, take that shit off, okay? I know that, and then me, first time I'm with a girl, you know what I mean? I take my wig off right before we get busy so that
Okay.
it's best. You don't see these
Okay.
cornrows, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm my thing, and then I'm everything, the shit sliding everywhere. I have no time for games,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And people think I'm a Sagittarius. She said I'm the first person she ever been with that do the morning breath kisses. Like I'm rolling over and I'm kissing
you. Oh, you into it? Okay.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm all on you. I'm not tongue kissing you or going, hey, good morning. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
The cheeks and all of that. And now she looks for it every morning. The other day she called it, and I went and straddled her and was kissing her forehead while she, you know what I mean? That's the type of
listen. I think, and if that's what's working for y'all, you know what I mean? Then hey, get it popping all day.
Yeah, I think it's the individual. Some people,
absolutely,
they don't mind it. You got to know who you dealing with. Some people don't mind it. Some people do. Like for me, I like to get comfortable, so I don't really want to sleep with my wig on. I have. And then that made me not like the person really too much. I'm like, I don't want to.
Because they wanted you to keep it on?
No, I just felt like I needed to keep it on because they ain't say take it off. And so.
No, and see, I think when it comes to your hair, you got to wrap it up, period. You know what I'm saying? The box braids, they're going up. Everything is going up. Yeah,
but I be wanting to take off my wig when I'm just in the house. And then, but sometimes, I've had situations where I'm like, I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to take off my wig, and then I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna work. It's too hot.
It was
I'm
crazy.
holding
waking up,
that gas.
shifting my
Are
wig.
are you blowing up the room, Lady Luck? You ready blowing your hot breath on her mouth? Are you gonna fart in front of her too?
No.
Are you partner?
We do all that, but listen to what I'm saying. But like in the morning, my breath normally don't smell bad, and hers normally don't smell bad. But we got a joke between us. So like, if my breath is a little kicking that morning, we be like, tell me what you want, what you really really want. We start singing the Spice Girls, or we hum it a little bit to let each other know, like, yo, it's a little crazy this morning. You know what I'm saying? So that's our joke. But normally, you know, my breath in the morning is doable. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, I like to. I'm very clean. Period. I'm like,
oh no, I'm
you
clean.
know, no. But I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. I'm just saying.
I brush my teeth before I go to bed, and I'm still not doing it. Like, no.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
me too. Yeah.
You gotta hit that tongue. You gotta brush that tongue. Like, you got things to do
The
before
tongue
you
scraper, the
you
whole
gotta go
shebang.
talk to yourself. You need to meditate. You need to go, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, come and be grateful for life, and then we could interact. I don't want to be the first thing. I want you to tap into you first. Smell your own breath.
I love you.
And then you do that first.
I love you so much. It's when I wake up and the sun is shining on your face and you look so beautiful. I'm
kiss me.
Now,
I don't care.
And I feel like
Kiss me on the forehead.
Yeah, I'm
I love you. I love you so much. I'm gonna go get
fresh
before I come to you.
Yo, the wig thing is right, because one time I took my wig and then Shorty took her wig off. So both of us sit there with rows.
I'm about to go set it off. Like, I'm about to go rob a damn bank.
Nah, it was crazy. I was laughing in my mind, you know what I mean? Because, I got the strap on, so I'm looking at her, she's looking at me.
Who got the strap?
I got the strap. So
I love it.
Crazy. The back shot
of mystery in your relationship. I do feel like, even when you get married, I like to leave a little mystery in the relationship. Oh, let's a little mystery. You might could catch me without the wig, but not all the time. Like I said, I like a little mystery. Like, you gotta leave them like, damn, how did she do that? Now he see all the tricks. You done showed him how you did all the card tricks. Now, where is the magic? Now he on Instagram looking at these thoughts because he know that how you look without your wig. You blowing your hot breath on him.
That's what I'm saying. But when you with a girl, she don't want to wear her wig or anything either. That's why.
Nah. Listen. You be surprised with some of these dudes. A lot of times they want you to be you. You know what I mean? And not feel like you have to put on and then switch it up and then put that shit on. That's like, damn, that's what I'm talking about. Guys will try to talk to you more so when guys will try to talk to you more if you just like walk outside with like your hair up and you in a sweatsuit and they like, hey, you know what I mean? A lot of times more so than if you like in some hills and you like really done up. So I think at the end of the day, it's what floats your boat. It's what floats, that person's boat. But if you feel like you can't be you, they gotta go. Period.
That's a whole fact. If you feel like you can't be you, they gotta go. Get them out of here. If they ain't 100% for you, get them out of here. You gotta be boosting everything up about me. Period. Exactly. I don't want to hear it, or it's not working. If I feel like, no. I don't want to have to wake up in the morning and feel like I gotta get 100%, put a full face on. I don't want to feel that way.
Poor Crystal.
Prince, and when what's her name, Carmen Electra said that when she was dating Prince, that she had to keep herself in full glam and she had to sleep like a corpse just in case he knocked on that door, because whenever he came through, he didn't want to see her without all of that stuff. She probably was ugly without the makeup. I'm gorgeous without makeup, okay? So I understand, you wanting to see me without the makeup. But like I said, I just feel like it's a process. I gotta comfortable to just even get there. I don't even like sharing too much of my feelings and anything with my mom, my man, my friends. I'm very guarded. So I have to feel comfortable enough to open up in any situation. So that's
might be fine. You know what I mean? Like I know, like my mom, she's off that wave too. But also, again, like I said, you're dating men, but like over here, girl, I want to know your deepest, darkest secrets, your fantasies, fetishes. I want to know everything. us to sit there with no wigs on, no lap. This is me because you know what it is? I make you feel comfortable because I want to be comfortable. So Chanel, who walks around the house, is totally different from Lady Luck. I'm telling you, 11:59 every time before we get on this show. Lady Luck show up, but when I get off this show, you know what I'm saying? And that be the beauty of it that we forget because we be in the house and then when you throw it on, you be like, yeah, that's where that magic is. That you can turn a whole different person who not farting and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And busting ass. Okay. Yeah. On that note, listen.
Yeah, we out of here.
Gotta take this.
Not definitely. Well, we appreciate you for pulling up to the big.
Thank you, Robyn.
You already know. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly. Definitely Babs, hit me up.
I am.
Let's go.
All right, yo, we out of here. Happy Friday, ladies.
Appreciate y'all.
And don't forget, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, free ministry. The link is in my bio. Pull up. Free ministry. Hercules, what up?